Hi, I'm Robert Vogel, and I'm going to talk a little bit here about handgun reliability and really more importantly, just having knowledge of your handgun. The first thing I tell people is that you don't have to be a gunsmith by any means, but the more that you mechanically understand your gun and how it works, how it functions, the better you're going to be able to diagnose problems when you have them. The thing I see so often that really baffles me is to see a guy on the range and to see him having constant malfunctions, or say a lot of malfunctions. Let's say his gun jams, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in a couple hundred rounds. That's a lot. But the baffling part is to talk to him, and he's not really that concerned about it. You talk to him, and he's just like, I guess he's going to tolerate it. You know, what can I do? I'm still going to continue to carry the gun. I'm still going to shoot it in the match or whatever. I guess I just hope it stops doing that. You know, that's crazy. You're going to have the occasional fluke. Nothing is perfect, but if something is happening over and over, there is a mechanical reason for that. If you don't have the knowledge, get that to somebody else or talk to somebody else that does have the knowledge. So I'm extremely particular on especially my competitive guns. I mean, if my gun jams one time out of 500, I'm really inspecting that. I'm looking at the brass or the case or whatever it was. I'm looking at the gun, seeing if I can figure that out. Maybe it's something I need to tweak on the reload. Maybe it's a different spring, this or that. But I'm very, very particular about that. Obviously, worst case scenario in real life, I mean, you could literally die from that. In fact, I'm sure in history of mankind, there's been plenty of people that have died, truth be told, because their gun jammed or it didn't work right. So that's just, it's a very, very important issue. Another thing is any gun, okay, it's a mechanical object. It's just like a car, okay? If you use it long enough and hard enough, it's going to break. I guarantee you there are parts on your gun that will break. Just quick example, for instance, I've shot Glocks for pretty exclusively for about 12 years. On a Glock, the two things that I've found that seem to break the quickest are the little trigger spring in the ejector housing and your slide stop spring. They're both like $8 or $10 parts, something like that. So if I'm shooting a gun a lot, I will swap those out, you know, once or twice a year, depending on some things, just to offset the chance that this little $8 part breaks on me at the worst possible time. So matches, I mean, I've won and lost. I've been on both sides of it. Won and lost national championships by less than 1/10 of 1 second. And even the best jam and cleared by the quickest shooter is still probably going to be at least a second. So this is a very, very important topic that I think people should take seriously.